and welcome to Back of Me. My name is Selena and today is another beautiful Sunday morning and we're focusing on cash stuffing, on our Q2 goals and saving as much as we can before the quarter is over. So I'm a single income budgeter and I'm also a homeowner, so I have a few big goals this quarter and they are all to do with my emergency fund. So I'm trying to build 2 emergency funds, one for my house, for my home, and one for everything else that could possibly go wrong. And each of them is going to be 1,000 euros. And then everything that comes on top goes into my 6-month emergency fund. But for now, we're just focusing on these 2 goals. So I have my coffee. I do have my cash as well. And the reason why I'm doing these is that I find I dip into my 6-month emergency fund all the time and it doesn't really grow at all. So I'm trying to combat that and really compartmentalize, and then hopefully everything is gonna be protected. So my 6-month emergency fund will be separate and not touched, and if I need it, these 2 funds will be there to be dipped in and then filled up again. So let's see, I should have 280 today. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 800, I wish, 281. So I do get paid monthly, which means I really have to stretch my pay slip over the weeks, and you see it is kind of dwindling down and I don't have that much today, but nevertheless I have one more payslip coming in which will go also towards my goal. So the end of June, when I get paid, I will allocate that also to my to my 2 baby emergency funds, and then I will start fresh with a new goal, which I haven't really thought about yet. But if you haven't tried, quarterly goals are a brilliant idea. I think they work really well. What I also want to stuff though today is going to be a few smaller annual challenges. They are all by Nicola at the Frugal Cottage. Check out her channel if you haven't. I think it's a great channel and very relatable. You know, her struggles are real, just like you and me. If you're on a low income or a low to medium income like me, then you definitely can relate to her. So all of them are quite small, so I don't want to skip them. I think I can still go ahead and do them and not miss out. So one of them is a 5 Fridays challenge. So as the name suggested, every Friday you put in 5, or in my case, I do this on Sunday. And I did get a little bit ahead on this because I knew I wanted to focus on my quarterly goals as well. So I'm done with the month of June now after this. So I just color in the date, and I definitely will order them again. She's on Etsy, so you can check her out. She's in the UK, so for her it's pounds, for me it's euros, it can be dollars for you. I think it's a brilliant idea. And this little challenge alone saves you 260 by the end of the year, which is great. And the whole binder will save you just over 2,000, which is amazing actually, considering you're just, you know, it's just a trickle, you know, you're just working away at it bit by bit. The next one is Tenor Tuesdays. So that one is, oh, I'm not quite as ahead here. Actually, you know what, I could, will I? No, I'll leave it. I was thinking maybe I get ahead, but no, I think I'll leave it. Put in the 10 and I will finish this at the end of the month as well. And this one alone saves you 520 if you put in a tenner every week. Great, okay, and then the last one is a classic challenge. It's a 52-week challenge. So every year you save the amount that is equaling the number of the week. So we're in, or I'm saving for week 26 today. So that's what I will put in, 26. And I'm going to use my whiteboard marker because I definitely want to use this one again next year. I think this is a great one to do. And that's it, 26. Okay, and these are really, I think, all the extra savings challenges I'm going to do this week. Everything else is going to be my baby emergency funds. So let's see how that goes. So I still have a good bit to go, but I know I can catch up at the end of the month when I get paid, but hopefully it's not going to be too much that I have to catch up on. So that's that. I put this aside, and now we get to my main purpose today. So the first one I want to do is my home emergency fund. So I'm using this little Kawaii Savings Challenge book, and I'm using the Star Saving Challenge. You see here, each star is worth 20. The whole thing will save up 900, and then I will use another smaller challenge from the book to bring it up to 1000. So this week I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars, 20 each. So that's 120. So that's 50, 100, and 120. And this is always my favorite part, coloring them in. And it's very nice to be able to do a whole row. So yeah, so next week I have to finish these off for sure. I'm not going to count them today, but I will have to bring enough cash. I will have to check how much I'm short and make sure I do everything then next week or next time. So that's that. That's my home binder here. So I have lots of different things in here: home maintenance, home renovation, garden, but I'm really putting everything into the home maintenance at the moment. And will I count them? I'm kind of tempted to do that. Let's count and see how much I need to do more for this one. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 600. Ooh, so 400 more to go. Okay, well, I will get it done. But 600 is not bad. And usually what I would do is I would put this to the bank now already, and I could actually do that and just take out less for the next cash stuffing when I get paid again. So I usually don't put money back to the bank, as in, you know, take the cash and bring it to the bank. What I usually do is I just transfer that amount, whatever this is, so the 600 euros now, I'll transfer that into my home maintenance account. I have a special separate savings account for that, and then I just take 600 euro less out for the next cash stuffing to avoid all this banking back and forward. I might actually do that for next week before I get paid. So I'll do that in the next video when I do everything else. So that's great. So that's the home maintenance. So we have 400 euros more to go. And then the last one is my everything emergency fund. And that one is 80s themed, and I have a lot of different challenges in here. I don't know if I can do all of them today, but I will give it a shot. And I don't have change, so I'll see how that goes. But let's get started with these. So they're they are by a few different creators. So the first one here is an 80s themed, everything is 80s themed challenge. And I think today I'll just put in 5. I think, oh, hang on, 10. Let's put in 10 today. And this one will probably continue beyond my June goal. So that one will everything else I save in this binder basically will go into the 6-month emergency fund. And then if the baby emergency fund needs topping up, then it will go in there. Actually, could I make some change maybe? Don't know. No, I can't. Okay, let's see. So that's 50 now in this wonderful binder. Put this aside. The next challenge here is a little scratch up challenge, and that's by the Blessed Daisy Budgets, and it's a Tweety challenge. Let me get my calculator as well. And she was so lovely, she gifted me a little scratcher as well when I ordered my cartoons, Saturday morning cartoon challenge from her. So check her out as well, she's on YouTube too. So that's a 12. That is an interesting one, because I don't really have 12. So anyway, we can do one more and see what comes up. Maybe there's something we can do. A 12 and a 3. Oh, that's better. Plus 3. So that's 15, and I think I can take out some change from here. Yes, there are 5ers in here. That's great. So I'll take out 5 and I put in 20, and that's that. And the idea I always have is to finish all the savings challenges first before I cash it in, but this time, well, I have to save them, finish them I suppose, but maybe I won't finish all of them. So that's the Tweety. The next one is a Robin Hood challenge, and the next 3 are all by Donna, powered by creativity. So let's go with Robin Hood. Let's see, we can actually roll the dice today. Let's see if we can manage something here. So that's a 6. Okay, we're off to a strong start. A 6. Well, I'll just put in, let me just put a tenner and we'll see how it goes. And I need my pen as well. That's a 6. And then a 3 plus 3 is 9. Do I have change in here? I think so. So that's 9, 6, and a 3. And I mean, I could cheat. I could just put in a 1 to put in more. Another 6 plus 6, 21. 21. Okay, that was another 6, but I roll one more. Or will I leave it? I think I'll leave it. So I'm saying 21. Is there enough change here to actually make change maybe for a 5er? Let's see. I think so. So I should get 4. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put in 25, and I take 4 out, and that is my 21 saved. Great. Okay, lovely. So that's the first one, and I love these because they are classic Disney, and it's just so cute, and it makes me happy, you know. They're very nostalgic. Next one is the Alice in Wonderland challenge. And this one is a little bit different in that you pull a card, which is what I will do. And last time I pulled the 10 here, and then I thought, oh no, what if I pick it again? But obviously, I wasn't thinking that. Obviously, you're gonna take it out of the pack then, so you don't pull it again for this. So yeah, duh. I had to think about it. Let me see if I can do a little mixing here. Not the best. I think that should do the trick. Okay, let's see. Let's pull a card here. This one is calling me. That's a 4. Oh, great. So I have 4. Lovely. So 4. And where do I cut here? Let me... Oh, yeah, take this side here. No. F4. that's great. And I love this challenge because it's very, 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 very creative, isn't it? Very nice idea. Will I put one more maybe? One more. And that's an 8 plus 8. That's a 12. So I can put in 12 here. And I need to color that in as well. Don't know if I have a red here. I'm gonna go for this. It's a bit orangey, but that's okay. So that's an 8. Lovely. And I did like that movie too as a kid, even though I must say it freaked me out a bit. I don't know about you, if you watched it. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. So I think when I was very young I was a bit scared. But then I loved playing Alice in Wonderland myself. And I always pretended to be going through, you know, to the other world. Okay, so that's that. That's great. And then the rest I probably will all put into my last challenge, which is my favorite character in the Disney universe, and that's Uncle Scrooge. Of course, as a budgeter, you know, makes sense. Okay, so let's see. So I have 20 here. 20. Well, I have more than 20. So we could do, let's do a 15 and a 5, yeah? So if I do a 15, okay, and then I do a 5, that's my first 20. And then I could do another 20. I know this is a bit boring for you probably, but whatever works, right? So then we have 2 10s maybe. So another 20 by 2 and 10. Okay, great. Another 20, surprise, surprise. And I could do let me do a 5. Okay. 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. And then I could do another 5, because I have 2 here as well. I could do a 7 plus 7, 22. Yeah, great. So I do this 7 here. Oh, maybe this one. No, this big one. No, this small one. I know it does not matter at all. But look, we are already getting there. Yes, I know I'm favoring this challenge, but I do have to get this done. So there we are. And he would be very proud of me, right? Putting all my money away here. So that is that. And that is Uncle Scrooge. And there's not too much left. 10, 20 something maybe. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, so in here at the moment I already have 475 saved. Okay, so will I do it? I can do, well, this is just short of 200, so let's say it's 700. What's in here? That's another 20, 720 maybe, or 7, no, let's say with 7. And then this one is 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50, maybe 750. So that means I need another 250, something like that. But you know what, we'll just continue next week and we'll see how it goes. And if I have more than 1,000 for this one, I can just put it into my 6-month emergency fund, which would be great, but let's not overshoot the mark here and see how it goes. So that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments, do you have quarterly challenges? Do you have goals? What are you working for or working on? Is it a vacation? Is it your emergency fund? Let me know. I'm very interested in hearing all about your goals and plans, and maybe something will inspire me to pick up for my next quarter's goals. So I think at the beginning of July I'll think about the new quarter. Oh, once I'm done with this quarter, I'll think about the next challenge I want to pick up and work towards. So I think this is a great way of getting some momentum and also having those small you know, satisfactions and reaching your goals, and it's lovely to celebrate those small wins, you know. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.